Namaste Yogis, welcome to ABHYASA. That's Mount Agung at the back. It's a volcano and it allows us to feel more alive in our practice. Bring your hands into a Namaste. Let's begin by setting our Sankalp. So whatever is your intention, now to visualize your intention as if you have accomplished it. To see it in the space between your eyebrow center. And as you see your resolution, your intent, as you visualize it, affirm it. Short positive sentence or a word stated with positive intent in the present tense. 3 times with 3 deep breaths. I'm going to invite you to come up, to stand. See that your intent that you've chosen is something that you really want to aspire to. Once you choose the resolve, set the visualization, set the affirmation, do it multiple times in the day. And this will really help in your journey. We begin by starting to just shake and loosen up the body. It's a beautiful morning here in Bali. It's got a bit of time before the sun rises over the mountain. And just see that you can shake. Once more. Let's start to stretch head to toe. Wow. The neck. Shoulders. Upper back, shoulder, tricep. We're going to do this, then do our pranayama, shoulder, and then begin with Surya Namaskar. And then we take up certain asanas. Our focus is to then move through a series of asanas and come finally to our meditativeness. The asanas will all help us with focusing on our sankalp, our resolution, our resolve. Stretch aside. And the other side. Friends, whenever you find that you're being distracted, come back to your breath. Let it anchor you. Supporting your hip, start to drop back. Drop forward. So you can just tilt your pelvis. Lean forwards. Give your body a bit of time to open. Breathe nice and deep. Let's bend back once more. This time, with the legs wide open, you're going to twist and twist. Alternate ankles. Just reaching out, hold one ankle, and then the opposite. Now start to drop down to one side. Change to the other side. When you're in the center, push the hips back. You can drop the elbows, but ensure that you're pushing the hips back. That's more important. Hamstring stretches. Come into lunge. Drop your knee. Again, whenever you find you're getting distracted, getting lost in thoughts, living life in autopilot, you come back to breathing with intention. The more intentionally we can breathe, the more intentionally we live. And then this cat-cow. Down dog or mountain, starting to bend one knee. Parvatasana. Feels so lovely to look at a mountain as I do this pose. And do an inner thigh stretch. Rotating. And then stretch the thigh, knee, stretching the hip to the side, thigh. So these movements are critical. We call them Pavan Mukta Asana, releasing the air in the joints. Knees, rotate, release the ankles. The other side. For the duration of your practice, be present with what the body is doing. Wrists. The whole day I'm living with my dreams and my past. It's all in my mind. During my practice, let me be engaged in this moment. Coming down to sit. Yogis, let's begin with our breathing work. Pranayama. So we do all the four. Make the breathing energized, calm it down, going slower, balance the nostrils, Nadi Shodhana, and hold the breath, Kumbhak. So first, Kapalbhati. So block the right nostril, 10 exhales through the left, then 10 through the right. That is help to clear out the nostrils. That is active exhale, passive inhale. Bhastrika Pranayama, active inhale and active exhale, 108 rounds. You can stop whenever you feel, if you feel uncomfortable, else the whole 108. Every time you exhale, stomach goes in. Everything is through the nose. For the next Sama Pranayama, we're going to breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. All 4 elements of breathing, equi-length. And for that, I'm going to play an Om chant. And each of the Oms is about 20 seconds. So each of those phases of our breathing is going to be 20 seconds. So the eyes are closed at the eyebrow center, Shambhavi Mudra. The hands in Jnana Mudra. Inhale, breathe for the entire 20 seconds. Fill up the stomach, chest. Keep breathing till you feel you've gone beyond the confines of the body. With your hand, close your nostrils, holding the breath for the entire Om. And here, because you're at the eyebrow center, that gives you the focus to go through discomfort if there is. And now, release. You may need a micro inhale or just begin to exhale, and exhaling for the entire 20 seconds. So slow that it lasts. All the breath has left the body. Close the nostrils. Slightly tougher to hold the breath outside, but that's what you're trading. Two more rounds, the second round starts. Inhale, and as you inhale, internally you can chant So, and you can visualize the awareness move up through your spine till it comes to the eyebrow center. That's a Kriya. Close your nostrils, focused on the eyebrow center. Now start to exhale, and internally you can chant Hum, H-A-M, and awareness goes down the spine, back to the base of your spine. And now close your nostrils. This is called Kumbhak when you hold the breath in or out. The mind is blank when there is no breathing. And that's your doorway to meditation. In the last third round, you do it by yourself, all the 4 elements. That's beautiful. You're training the Pranayam. You're training Kumbhak there. Friends, the next thing that we want to do is that we want to balance the nostrils in Anulom. So before that, we'll do Bhastrika again. If you're finding it tough to do Sama Pranayama for one entire Om, keep training and you'll get better at Kumbhak. Your Pranayam training is directly proportional to your Kumbhak holds, because that bridges the body and the mind, moving you to meditation. Bhastrika Pranayam, 108 rounds once more. And if you find it difficult, you can stop at 30 or 50, whatever suits you. For Anulom Vilom Pranayama, now we're going to inhale through the left and then close our nostrils for double the inhalation time. And then we're going to exhale through the right for the same time that we hold the breath. So that's double the inhalation time. And then when all the breath is out, we close the nostrils momentarily. And then we start from the right side. In right, hold double the time. Exhale left, double the time. Pause. So we'll do that. So inhale, so bring your index and middle together, block the right, inhale through the left. Close nostrils, holding the breath. You don't have to count, but more or less double the inhalation time. And now exhale through the right. So slowly, and then close your nostrils. Inhale through the right. Close the nostrils. Exhale through the left. And then close. Second round. In left. Close the nostrils. Exhale right. Close nostrils. In through the right. Hold the breath in. Out through the left, and you can keep that inhalation so and exhalation you chant hum, that focuses the mind. Close the nostrils. and the third round by yourself. Beautiful. The next pranayama that we want to do is Ujjayi Pranayama. For Ujjayi Pranayama, just start by humming. Ujjayi is the main pranayama during the asana practice. We're going to train it. We're going to do it like this. When you inhale, you're going to follow the breath as it goes into your body. So it goes down. Then hold. Then you contract the anal genital space. And then when you exhale, your awareness goes up. So you can do so, contract anal genital space, hum. So that's in your mind. So, hum, meaning I am that. I am infinite. There's a sound that corresponds best to breath. The sun is up. Wow. And when you do that, you make a guttural sound through the throat. Your epiglottis constricts. So, inhalation will be like this. Now I contract the anal genital space and exhale. Again. Contract. So this mindfulness stays throughout the practice. Remember to inhale, exhale. Exhalation will be easier. Inhalation will get trained. The epiglottis is constricting. The sound's not coming through the nose. I'm not doing that. That will shorten my breath. I want the nose open. The sound's here. So. Beautiful sound of the waves almost. Let us now do Mahabandha. So you're going to blow out without taking in a breath. You're going to draw up the anal genital space. You're going to pull the navel into the body and you're going to lock the chin on the chest. Mahabandha will ensure that energy is not dissipated. If you're having your periods, you can avoid the bottom two locks and just do the chin. And if you're only doing the chin, you can inhale, come up, exhale. You can do it on the inhale. For Mahabandha, we'll do all three on an exhale. So take in a deep breath, exhale out. Without breathing, pull up the anal genital space. Pull the navel into the spine, touch the chin on the chest. When you cannot hold any longer, release chin, release navel, release anal space. You have taken in a breath. Exhale again. release. The last time, ensure that you're very tightly pulling in all these locks. It will also balance your hormones, thyroxine, adrenaline, testosterone, estrogen. Fantastic. The next practice for us is Agnisar Kriya. You're going to take in a deep breath, blow out, and then move your stomach in and out. You're stoking the digestive fire. Let's try that. Stomach is moved in, out, in, out, in, out. And now you can move the stomach side to side in Nauli Kriya. So if you're finding it difficult, just pull the stomach to one side and keep it there. So over a course of time, you'll get that undulation, that movement, which will train the intestines for your digestion, your Agni. Without that fire, very tough to do meditation, yoga. Let's try that once more. So taking a very deep breath. Let's get ready for Surya Namaskar. We'll do 11 rounds. We'll do 4 slowly, then get into rhythm, and then we'll do a vinyasa after that. So let's begin by chanting Om Suryaya Namaha, salutations to the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Coming to the front of your mat for Surya Namaskar. So, interlock your ring finger thumb. Inhale. Stretch your arms up, dig your heels in, engage your glutes. This is the kinesthetic intelligence that you're asking, what should my body do to get into this stretch? Exhale. So the pelvis tilts, the navel goes in, and the body drops lower. Inhale, the right leg's back, and you've left fingers in line with the toes to look up. Exhale, Santolanasana. The fingers have engaged, the heels are pushing back, elbows are soft, the head's pushing forwards, and the navel's in. So get your spine to be nice and long. Drop your knees, chest and chin. Inhale. So let's stretch. Let's get up, stretch the body. Exhale, mountain, Parvat. Inhale, the right legs come between the palms to look up. And exhale. Getting ready to focus on breath now. So breathe in internally, so. Hum. So the left leg leads the movement now. Goes back, so. Hum. Challenge yourself to stay present with what the body is doing. Drop. Inhale is so. Exhale, hum. Inhale is so. Exhale, hum. So, hum. So getting into slight rhythm now. So, hum. Dip. So, hum. So, and hum. So if you want, you can dip down also in Chaturanga. Whenever you find that you're talking, you're lost in your thoughts, come back to so hum. The last 2 rounds. Last round, you can go a little slower. We're going to move into certain postures as a vinyasa. And each of those postures we'll do for 2 ohms. So that will be the way that we keep timing. 3 ohms for a minute. So first, Veerbhadra 2. So you're drawing energy from both the feet, the space you've drawn in your core. You're looking at your middle fingertip. It's a very beautiful posture. So your inhalation, remember, so, and then contract anal genital space, exhale, hum. So for the last thing, go even lower. Beautiful. For 1 ohm, come into this beautiful Veerbhadra 1. Such a beautiful posture, don't feel like coming out of it. Stay for a little longer. And you're breathing in and out, really nice and deep. And as you come up, you'll take up a balance pose. So let's take up Dancing Nataraj. So seated that you're looking at a point. For 2 more ohms. The left thigh is engaged. The right foot is firmly in the ground. So the eyes don't move, that's your drishti. The breathing is soham. And before you exhale, contract the anal genital space. That's your bandha. Do Virabhadra 2 on the other side. So, seated that you're looking at the left middle finger nail. Both the feet are engaged, drawing energy up through the feet. The hands are expressed. Where do we get a chance in day-to-day life to do a posture like this? And this physical expression leads to a more expansive state of the mind. It's very important to express your body-mind. Go lower. We get into Virabhadra 1, classical posture. Having your heel up, even if you're flexible enough to drop the heel, it's safer to keep the heel up so the QL is protected. And once you're in the posture, slightly looking up, so as if your chest is facing the sky. You've engaged the front thigh, hamstring glute. So dig the front heel in the ground and use your toes to grip the earth, and the back thigh engages. Navel in. And we'll take up Dancing Nataraj. So the left leg is firm on the ground, either holding the right ankle from in or out, looking at a point. Activate the back thigh. So hold, contract the anal genital, hum, exhale. Let's start to now work on the back. So we've done standing and balance. So we'll start with Dhanur Asana, bow pose. So before that, just a simple sphinx. So start to push your pubic bone into the floor. Tip a cup. And now, supporting your hip, start to rise up. Just for 1 ohm, push your legs back. You just have to keep breathing. We'll do a back strengthener. So we're going to try Shalabhasana. Before that, just lift up to Sarp, snake. And now, interlock your hands underneath your pelvis. So now that they're interlocked, just lift the legs slightly and stay there. Just a little bit of the leg lift is more than enough, but engage the lower back. Chin on the floor. Change. Forehead on the backs of your palms. With your knees on the floor, start to just ease your way back into Ushtrasana, activating your hip, your glute and thigh. You should feel that your thighs are externally rotating, and to counterbalance that, the shins are internally rotating. That ensures that the pelvis is open in the front, engaged and closed at the back, and the back protects. And if you need, you can be on the balls of the feet. Take care of your neck. It either looks back or up. And now stretch. Such a beautiful stretch of the back. We'll get into Chakrasana. So first, Setu Bandh. So raising your hips up. Engage your glutes, push your hips up. You can even interlock your hands. And now, hands go underneath the shoulder blades. Lift the hip up. And then, using your thigh, engage your thigh and glute. Fingertips are fully engaged. In your mind, you feel that the thighs are going out, but actually the knees don't go. They stay above the ankles because the shins internally rotate. But that is giving your pelvic floor and your pelvis the support it needs. The inner thighs have engaged. It's a beautiful posture. Come back, press your knees to the chest. Stretch up. So if your back's paining, the knee bends, else stretch. Slow, deep breathing. The eyes are fixed. The body goes lower. And for the last Om, core is engaged. Breathing slow, so hum. So therefore your parasympathetic nervous system continues to function even though the body may be going through stress. So you're training the nervous system to handle heightened stress. The knees are bent, the legs are bent like this, the hands have gone here, and you lift the glutes off. Couple of core exercises. So, either with the knees on the floor or just like that with the elbows bent. So the heels push back, head forward, glutes have engaged. Chaturanga Dandasana. Push up into Santolanasana. So you're seeing that your heels push back, your head pushes forward, your spine's getting longer. Beautiful. Navel in, core engages. And we drop the hands to Sampatasana for a minute, pushing your heels back and your head forwards. Beautiful. Last breath. Lovely. Drop down, stretch. So now we have done our core work. Let's take up an arm balance. So the first arm balance we want is actually very simple, and we're going to do it as we usually do with Bakasana. So the hands firmly on the floor, the knees in the armpits, and then bringing the heels up. And it's not important if you can't go up all the way, just getting the heels up so that you're focused and the arms have gone up. The next one that we want is Ashtavakrasana. So for that, bring your left leg over the shoulder, and you can first just lift the body and then place the right leg, hook it over the left ankle. Bring your legs closer together. The only thing you got to do is you got to propel the body forwards and then push the leg out to the side. So you can start by sitting on a block or a cushion so that when you go up, your legs lock on your left tricep and you're there. Similarly on the right side. So we begin with just lifting, and that is where all the lifting exercises that we've been doing will help. So hook the left over the right ankle, propel the body forward and back. Loosen out your wrists. Let's do headstand, Shirshasana. So for Shirshasana, we're going to work on just engaging all the muscles and going up slowly. So first just come up to stand. And if you can stand straight, engaging your core, engage your inner thighs. Yeah? This is how you're going to be when you're on the head. Put your hands here and just stop the body from moving by engaging the core and engaging the inner thighs. Keep that engagement in the core as you just walk. So if you can just walk with an engagement in the core, that's what you want in your Shirshasana. So just see that there's a nice engagement. The same thing we want when we go up into Shirshasana. So first up, let's do this. Let's put the forearms on the ground, put the crown of the head on the floor, and then once we come up here, start to engage the core, engage the inner thigh, engage your heels, push up with the balls of the feet. And when you're ready, come back down, stretch the body. So keep training that, what we just did, wherein you're standing and you're engaging the core. If you can stand straight, there's no reason why you can't stand straight in Shirshasana. Sarvangasana for shoulder stand. Ensure that, again, your legs are engaged, your core is engaged. And you're there. Now, you can take your hands a bit closer to the shoulder blades and slow breathing. Soham. Whenever you get distracted, come back to your Soham. Halasana. Just touch. Let the body relax. If you're not touching the floor, keep holding your hips. You can put a cushion at the back to touch. Once you come out of that, we'll do Matsyasana. The legs can be crossed. You come down on your elbow. The crown of your head touches the floor. Change. You're back here. Let's take a forward fold and a hip opener. So open out the glutes. It's a beautiful morning. Open the heels. So the heels start to face the sky. So that supination of the ankle allows the hips to externally rotate. Now start to lengthen your spine as if you're pushing your lower back into the floor and your upper spine up in the air. Just start to drop down. Take your time. When we do yin yoga, it's not about the muscles being stretched, it's about the fascia, the tendons, the ligaments, the connective tissue. Just by holding, without the intention of dropping down fully, just hold, let the gravity do the work, and your heart will eventually start to melt to the earth. It's that relaxed. Typically poses 3 minutes. We're taking our time today with Baddha Konasana, butterfly. You're not focused on going down, you're moving in the front rather. And actually you're just not doing anything. Be aware of everything that's happening in your mind. You're mindful. It's beautiful. So come back up. Just stretch your back. Lie down in Shavasana. Pressing the right knee to the chest. We haven't done twist, so we'll take up Merudand. And the other side. Press your knee to the chest. We take up Merudand. So one foot on the knee and then twist. Both the knees to the chest. And lie back in Shavasana. And as you lie in Shavasana, just allow your body to sink into the flow. Bring your awareness to yourself right now, as if this were your deathbed. And everything you have to do in the world is done. There's nothing more you can do except taking this moment to reflect. What is the one unfulfilled thing left if you were to die now? This could be something from your work, family life, relationship, marital, spousal. Could be anything, something you really wanted to do but has been left unfulfilled now. Friends, please take the time, the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, as much as you have today, to stay with that. And when you're done with it, you slowly come back. Take the time to journal. The one thing, there may be many, but the one most that connects or that you think of immediately, that is unfulfilled. Namaste, yogis. Keep meditating. See you next week.